Good morning, guys. Good morning. Let's wait more people to join because we have a setup for this morning. Of course, a possible setup. We didn't. Let me erase that because it's still not ready. From this morning, the web camera is here so you can see my face. Okay. Yeah, we are looking eventually for sell. If the price breaks this trend line, we are going to enter sell. If it's not, we will look eventually for this trend line. But I think, guys, that DXY has a huge gap here. So I'm pretty sure that DXY will return to fulfill the gap, which means that maybe the gold will touch the trend line eventually and then break our pattern here, which will be better because we would have even better entry. Of course, as you can see yesterday, they are pushing the gold really hard to the upper side. Here, how can I join your inner circle? There is link in the free group, and if you want, you can write me on private on Telegram. I will send you details. For now, I think that there is an opportunity to see a breakout on 15 minutes. It would be a good trade eventually because the stop would be about 40 pips, 45, and the profit about 95 pips, so 2-to-1 risk reward trade. But we want to see a breakout. The other thing that a little bit bothers me, but no, I think it's a good setup for now, because you can see huge impulse breaking all previous tops right here, and now forming the head and shoulders, which, if you know, I posted a video about this strategy in the inner circle. This is a trend reversal pattern. Okay, now eventually the breakout is forming. So guys, if this candle closes like this with a breakout after 2 minutes, we're gonna jump into sell position. And we're going to see what is going to happen. Morning. Do you like my glasses? I don't have issues with my eyes, but I stay too much on the computer, so I preferred to make these kind of glasses that are for screen, because at the end of the day my eyes hurt. So I think it's necessary. And let's see. If this guy closes like this in 1 minute, I will enter a trade. 30. Let me check the DXY. Mr. Korking. Yes, there is a gap. Yeah, so that means that probably the DXY will continue to go up to fulfill the gap, which means that probably the goat will eventually make some fall. Of course, if it closes with the whole candle, this is the head and shoulders pattern, which means that it may do some movement, return to test, possible third point on the trend line. Then we're going to move the stop loss on break even and to see whether it will fulfill our profit. I'm going to adjust it when it's ready for sale, because many people that are entering right now may jump into trades, but it is not ready, because if it now breaks on the upper side, the pattern will not be active anymore. No, guys, we are waiting for a whole candle to close under this, which is called neckline. This line right here. Because you can see there are rejections. So there always is a possibility that the price break on the upper side, because you can see how, excuse me, what a big impulse happened from yesterday. So if you don't know how to trade this pattern, you can join my inner circle. There is a 30 minute long video about head and shoulders, so you can check it. Yeah, 30 minutes and 50 seconds. Yay, we're more than 100 people in the live. Good, guys, good. Let's see. Oh my god, it's so hot here. I'm turning the, what was the word, ACC on and off. This is on 5 minutes. The pattern is also on 15 minutes, but now we are observing it on 5. So let's see. Let us be patient. Let us wait for this candle. Of course, if it started to break these wicks, we perhaps going to enter before it closes on 5 minutes, but we'll see. There are 2 minutes left. So tell me how you not live on TikTok. Yeah, I decided not to enter today. Okay, some huge rejection on the DXY, but the goat is not moving. We have to be patient, because if it doesn't close with the whole candle, okay, you're right. Let me join TikTok. There is still time. As I was saying, if there is a no breakout with the whole candle, maybe the the pattern will not be active. So we are not. Oh, this TikTok. Okay, guys, now you can find me also on TikTok if you want, if you prefer to enter then. Okay, guys, I think that this will be our moment of truth. 20 seconds more. And uh, 5. Okay, let's do this. I will send it even in the other groups. I think it's a good setup. We entered a short position. This is a head and shoulders pattern. This pattern is trend reversal. That means we had a very strong upward impulse, breaking all the previous tops. Now the price creates this trend reversal pattern, and let's see, this means that eventually the price will make some correction. Now also the pattern suggests that the profit will be until this like I think this was a triangle here, but like a side movement. So I think it matches very good with this previous rejection here and this previous like a supply zone, not like a, but this is a supply zone. So I think that it will make like a swing level here. So I think that it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Of course, as I told you, now we might see some movement, correction to test again the neckline. And if we see another fall after that, then it's a good. Okay, excuse me, guys. It's gold on 5-minute time frame. My bad. Don't judge too fast. This is gold. Head and shoulders pattern. Let me see. Okay, I wrote that the entry is on 7-8, but actually my entry is 2 pips above, under, so not big of a deal. Okay, the price started to move about 10 pips on profit. Let me see. Okay, let me adjust my stop loss and take profit, because many times I forget about them because I'm doing this live stuff. Okay, 92 pips, 45 pips stop, so 2 to 1 or 1 to 2 risk reward trade. Again, now best thing that can happen is to see a retracement, maybe a third point on the trend line, and then to see a huge fall. It's not necessary, but most of the time the price do a test first. Also, I think until GXY fulfill the gap, there is huge way where the price to go up. I mean the GXY. So that perhaps suggests that maybe this pattern will turn to be good. I actually prefer New York session more than London session. But these days, last couple of days, even weeks, I mean, a London session is much more profitable and more accurate for me than the New York session. I don't know, perhaps this is because I rushed a little bit on New York, but on London, the moment I enter, right now like 9 a.m. in Bulgarian time, is the best moment to enter trades. But on New York, when I jump on the charts about 4 p.m., it's too early, and I become part of the liquidity. And that's why I saw for myself, guys, something really important. I even spoke about this just second, on which price the take profit is on 235. Okay, let me draw it. I post this trade everywhere, so I will draw it on the screen. Oh, excuse me, this is take profit. Okay, I draw this arrow so you don't get worried if the price started to return. It is normal. It is even better if it makes a test and from then to see a fall when eventually the price returns somewhere here. And eventually, of course, guys, there is always a possibility that things go wrong, but eventually this is how this pattern works. If the price returns here and we see another fall on the breakout here, we eventually can move the stop loss on break even. Now there are 2 more minutes. We want to see even the 15-minute candle to close under the neckline, and everything perhaps should go in our direction. I don't like to speak before things happen, because most of the times when I say something and Murphy's low's kicking immediately. So let me check the DXY. Okay, I think everything for now is normal, is good. We just have to be patient and wait. We'll see now the 9 a.m. the round hour candle when it opens 1 minute from now, what eventually how it will impact the price. Let me check. Okay, look guys, today today will be very impactful day for the gold from news, because there are no such initial jobless claims. Of course, they do huge impacts most of the times on the price on the market, but when there's so much news in the same hour, most of the times they impact the price. So have it in mind that today we have to be careful. Okay. So guys, I think that everything for now is okay. Let's see the new candle, and eventually after that to wait to see some volumes to kick in. If you haven't entered a trade and you want to enter it, of course, this is not a financial advice. You take your own decisions, you make your own decisions, follow strict money management, but there is still, you can still enter the trade now. Okay, DXY started to push up. As I told you, let us see a breakout and some eventually some volumes, and then we are going to move the stop loss if the price reach the zone that I'm speaking about. But this is good pattern. I can tell you from my experience. I made courses about head and shoulders in the past, so of course they're pushing the gold really hard, but most of the times this pattern works really well. So that's why I'm willing to give it a try. And as I told you, it matches with some gap on the DXY. Which you have to know that most of the times, if there are no manipulations, market is built like that, when many things matches and there is some let me turn it in my mind, but when there is logic in the movements or the future movement, there is some kind of logic, like this moment right here that I showed you. Eventually the profit of the pattern matches with these previous rejections here, this supply zone, this week here, also here where the price makes some side movements, some I forget the word, sorry guys for my English, but I mean there is some kind of logic to the price to return to this area, so it will probably do it. Of course, not 100% sure, not 100% necessary, but we'll give it a try. Now you know that I like to trade like this. I draw trend lines on the previous bottoms and try and wait for a breakout. Much better to trade when there's a story or objective. Of course, there should be some reason for us to enter the trade, not just some candle that looks good. This is also really important. Because at this moment, even if the price returns and hit the stop loss, I will not be mad. I don't prefer the word mad, but I mean I am not going to have a thoughts about it, because it will be just part of the statistics that you know, every strategy doesn't give 100% success rate, but in this case we have everything for the strategy, so we have to give it a try. So guys, tell me in the comments, tell me something, how you see it. Do you like this setup, or you think it's more for buy? I don't know. Tell me something. Morning, bro. Let us make this morning live sessions more like a discussion, not monologue. Also, guys, if you are not part of the inner circle, join me there. I'm trying to do my best. Yesterday I speak about one very good scalping strategy. If there's a possible, of course there is. I don't think this is a fake breakout, false breakout in this moment, but I told you, this gap here on DXY, I think the price will return to fulfill it. The market most of the times works like that. I like the setup as you prepare, would love to learn more and work on my skills. Okay, good. Setup is good, DXY to fill gap, head and shoulders, neckline broken, we have a lot of confirmation, so we got... Yeah, I told you, we have everything, so we have to enter the trade. Even if it turns out to hit the stop loss, when we are following strategies. So when we have everything matches, we don't have to think about it, we just have to trust the strategy. Even if it hit the stop loss, because now it will hit the stop loss eventually, of course, but the next time it won't. And this is a 2-to-1 risk reward strategy, so even if we got one stop loss now, the next time we will have a take profit which will be 2-to-1 risk reward, so we will be even on profit. Recently I took a funded account and now clearing my phases. Good for you, man. Follow strict money management. This is the most important thing for funded accounts. Since how many years you are trading Forex? I don't know how many years exactly I am into this, because my first 1-2 years were awful. I lose a huge amounts of money. But basically, guys, you have to know that of course it's not 100% necessary, but most of the times to become successful, I mean profitable trader, you have to go through hell before that. You have to the market has to broke you once, at least once, to take your money, to leave you desperate, and after that the sun rises and you start to follow the rules, you start to become more disciplined, you start to follow strategies, you start to follow risk management and things like that. Before, I spoke with many people through the years, and almost 99% of them goes through exactly same thing. They had some profits on demo account, immediately they start the live account, they lose all the money, they become desperate, they try to revenge the market, and they even lose more money. And after that, they come and say, I have to learn something before continuing to do this stuff. Well, the setup looks really cool. To be honest, I'm even considering opening an extra lot size. Okay, this is a huge mistake. Opening extra lot size is not going to do anything good to you and your account, because if it now returns and starts to break the trend line, because no pattern gives 100% success rate, what will we do? I'm staying up late in US. Okay, thank you for staying late. Soon I will join your inner circle. Okay, see you there. Glad to see you there. What is inner circle? Inner circle is my private group where I teach everything in time, of course, what I know, and there we have more trades than this live session. Also, this will become a community where I want to teach everyone there the scalping strategies that I use, also to have that look on the market like me. When you can see every morning I make live analysis in front of you, to have this fast look on the market to see whether there will be a trade, whether there will not be a trade, if the setup is good and everything like that. So you can be profitable and you don't have to be frustrated and to be worried about your account, your emotions and stuff like that. Just to take a look at the chart and to have it in your mind. Yeah, this setup is good, the risk reward is okay, money management, I will take care of it. Okay, I will jump into this trade. Even if it hit the stop loss, no worries, we'll continue, we'll find the next setup. And this is how trading should be done. If you jump with extra lot size, if you rush into entering trade, if you enter late from the entry, if you do stuff like that, this stuff only frustrates you, makes you worried, makes you angry, makes you feel these emotions that are bring nothing but to make you miserable in time and to make you lose more money. Trend is bullish, I know, but if you watch the analysis, I told you that this is on the small charts. This is a trend reversal strategy, and eventually we are looking just for some retracement, eventually the DXY to fulfill this gap, and from there we probably are going to look again for buys. But until there, we are going to jump into this sell position. Let me check the YouTube soon. Now what is inner circle? Whoa. I started trading forex 2 years now, lost a lot, only started making profit in the past 2 months, not much, but a good sign. Of course it's a good sign, man. Do you live trade for your VIP members? Yeah, some of the days. Last couple of days I'd make live coaching sessions before the New York session. But I will continue doing the live trading sessions because it's really important, guys. I get to the assumption that live trading sessions not only are good for you, but they are good for me also. Because I thought that when I'm live, I'm willing to wait, I'm willing to be precise and stuff like that, because I know that many people are watching me live here. So it is good for me also, because sometimes when I am too much time on the computer, I start to make mistakes. Why take profit? Are you from which country? I'm from Bulgaria. So why the profit is there? Because this strategy suggests that you catch the head and you draw a line to the farthest bottom here on what to say it, the farthest way to the neckline, and apply it from the breakout, not from where the candle closes, but from the breakout downwards. And you can see it matches with the previous tops, with this previous rejection, with this previous rejection, with this previous supply zone. So I think it's looking good. And now that's why you have to join me in these live sessions, because you are learning stuff, not only making some profits, because we are almost 20 pips on profit. Don't forget that there are other groups that 20 pips are their take profit one. So zone for buy, yes. If you're not listening to me, what I'm saying, I told you that this is on smaller charts. We are going to expect some retracement eventually, and from here, from this zone, we are eventually going to look for some buy positions, but only if we have something good. Yeah, 20 pips waterfall, absolutely. When we'll shift stop loss to break even, it's too soon. It's too soon. Let us see some volumes and then we're gonna move the stop loss. There's still no volume, so we have to wait. I have to to think what to tell you. This is me, guys. What's up? I have funny glasses because I'm staying too much on the computer these days. Okay, here the people on YouTube can watch me how I speak to the phone. Guys, hit the like button and don't forget to join my inner circle if you want to become a good trader with time, because nothing happens over one night, of course. Yeah, this is something like a demand zone. Most of the times, I mean, demand zones are better when, let's say here, we have some, no, not this, but okay, probably this one, when we have a fall and then we have a rise of the price, and this side movement is like accumulation. This is a good demand zone. Guys, now if the price breaks this bottom, this one, and eventually we are going to wait it to close with a whole candle under it, I think then we might move the stop loss to break even and to see what is going to happen. Do you prefer the volume indicator or the fixed range? I use the fixed range volume indicator, volume profile, but you have to know that you should know how to use it. You should know how exactly to apply it on the chart to see the best volumes, but I don't like using it because yesterday it tricked me. I thought that the price will reach the volumes and start to go down like a retracement, but it breaks the volumes like that and continue to pushing up. So they are just like for some landmarks, some point of view, for orientation, but not most of the times, not to trade only on them. Now I understand how to give live via YouTube. Yeah, you can use software like I'm using OBS. And now we're just waiting for something to happen. Okay, guys, we're almost 20 pips on profit. Should I write in the free group waterfall? I'm just kidding. Also, the funny thing about I watched the group yesterday, one of the biggest groups, and they're doing things that are super inappropriate for me, like let's say like a pro trader. They told you start to sell from this zone, from 2367 to 2371, and the stop loss is on 2377, let's say. Just an example. Where should exactly you sell from? And if you sell from here, the first zone that they are saying, your stop would be super enormous. And then the price started to move and they're like, oh, 20 pips on profit, waterfall. But this is super inappropriate because there are some people that will sell from here, but if the price retraces, they are putting many trades in this area, and when the price reaches, let's say 71, and collapses with 20 pips, they're like, oh my god, 20 pips on profit. Yes, but if you sell here, you're 30 pips on loss, and this is not good. So guys, stay away from, no matter that they have 200 people in these free groups. The way they're trading may be profitable for them, but will not be profitable for you. Have it in mind. Okay, now the GXY is pushing, but the gold is not moving. This is, if you know, this is not very good for us. So we want to see a breakout here, and we are going to move the stop loss. So eventually, if the price started to go up again, or of course, if you think the pattern looks good, you can give it a try. Not to rushing moving the stop loss, but if it breaks the previous bottom, I think that there is nothing that should stop us from moving the stop loss. And these are 6-7 pips more. Okay guys, because the GXY started to reach the gap almost, of course there is still where for it to go, but I think it's not a bad idea to protect the trade, because they're still pushing the gold really hard. So you have to decide for yourself, of course, but I think that for the group, for the people that are not watching, I will tell them to move the stop loss, because we are in a very bullish momentum. Of course, we have to have it in mind. I sell at 2373. Okay, nice job. So you're super protected. Love the way you trade. Thank you, man. Thank you. Sometimes I'm a little bit overprotective, but I don't think for the long term is bad at the end. Okay, GXY is pushing gold, is not moving much. You know that this most of the times is not good indicator, because if the GXY meets a rejection, I remove stop loss to break in. So I personally didn't move the stop loss for now, because I'm observing it in real time. But be best than stop loss. Yeah, break even best. Yeah, I wrote in the groups to move the stop loss, because there are people who are not on the chart right now, so they better be protected. Because again, this is a retracement. Now, I don't think that this trend reversal figure will play a role like a trend reversal at this moment, but you can see now we are 30 pips. Let me write it. Boom, 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 boom. Now again, because this looks like a test, we want to see this candle to close under this line, and we might all get our stop loss to break even, and to see whether something good will happen, or because there is where the DXY to move up to from some time now. I started to look at the 30-minute candle also. Okay, I can tell that for now it is looking really promising, guys. But I'm only happy when my take profit is hit. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, guys, I think that we should move the stop loss to break even. We are almost 30 pips on profit. The price breaks the previous tops now. Would you mind to be giving 2 signals daily instead of 1? I'm doing it, but in the inner circle, man. Okay, DXY started to push up. There is still for it, where for it to go to fulfill the gap. So we are hoping to see the gold to do at least 20-30 pips more. What the fuck? Can we collect 10 pips? If you won't collect, man, I told you many times, everyone is trading with different accounts with different lot size. So if you are good with the profit, even now, better collect everything and go away, jump out and enjoy the day. Don't wait for something that might never happen. Because I speak every day with people from the inner circle are writing me on private, and they're like, I should have closed it all, but I waited more and now I'm not on good profits as I could have been. And that's why I'm telling you, the strategy suggests that the profit is here. Of course, like a professional trader, I would also like to see the price come here, but if I see some rejection on the way, I also may close the whole trade, because where the new stop loss? New stop loss is on break even. Break even, guys, means that we move the stop, let's say 1 pip, or we calculate how much the spread is and we put the stop loss as much as the spread is. So if the price returns, we could be on zero profit, zero loss. Thank you. Someone is saying about indicators. Yeah, I almost don't use any. The only indicators that I use are RSI, and I'm looking sometimes I'm looking for divergence, but the divergence is just like for point of view, not entering trades only on divergence. Never. I mean, I don't do it. I am using RSI and I am using the fixed volume profile. That is the only thing, but I don't trade only on none of them. I'm just using them for confirmation and things like that. I want to join your inner circle. Good man, do it. There is a link in the free group, or you can find the link to my personal Telegram and you can write me then. I will send you details. But you can see this morning the market is slow. But we're good, guys. We're good. Let me check. Yeah, 30 pips. Not much, but it's better than nothing. DXY. DXY is pushing. Let's hope to see the gold do some huge candle. There are some fair value gaps here. You know what we should do now, right? Whoever trades with me from sometimes, you know that now is the best part to start swearing. This is how market works, guys. You have to tell him what to do, and he eventually do it. Come on, motherfucker. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, do it now. And also join my inner circle, guys, because it will get better and better with time, I promise you. This one is about to fulfill the gap, so they might continue pushing the price up, but let's see. Let's be patient. Of course, if the price do 2, 3, 4 more candles here, it will be a good sign, because if the price start to return, it will match the trend line. But there are many candles until then, because in cases like that, our trade gets protected, because this trend line is like a rejection zone. So there is a high probability, if the price started to retrace, to meet the trend line and to start to fall again. Because if it now started to return, it might hit the break even and start to fall again. So it is best for us if the price stays like that. You understand what I'm trying to say. This way the trend line will be as a protection of our stop loss. Max take profit would be around 56 if predict right. Yeah, because you can see this side movement here also plays a role, like some demand zone. There is always a possibility that now we see a huge fall breaking all this area, but I don't think at this moment, with this huge movement, that this is going to happen right now. So I think that on these tops right here is the best way, the best moment to collect profits. Okay, 40 pips, guys, almost. Boom, 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 boom. 40 pips. I just wish you lived in another time zone. It's 3:30 a.m. Yeah, you know that here in Bulgaria, we are super beneficial because London session opens at 8 a.m. in the morning. Uh, so that's why I have time to drink coffee, to see my child, to see my wife at the morning. Then I come to the office 8:30. I start these live sessions. After that, I have some other stuff to do because, as many of you may know, I spoke about these things. I have other successful business, so I go there. I check what is happening over there. Then I can lunch. I can do whatever I want, and the New York session starts at 3 p.m. In the afternoon. So we're super beneficial in Bulgaria. Is a super time zone for traders. Okay, there are many comments here. DXY fall down when is reach fair value gap. It's not necessary. It can break it and continue to go up. How much minimum balance is good to go with? 0.11 lot size as normally at 0.1. I got profit as I tried with 0.01 to 0.0. Lot hardly get any profit. Currently have 900 balance, but I want to stay safe. With 1000 euro life account, if the stops are like that, 30-40 pips, you should stick with something like 0.07 or 0.06, because in this case 40 pips would be 24 euros or dollars, so you're risking 2.5%, which is okay. So with 900 euros, stick to, let's say, 0.06 lot size. In this case, most of the trades you will risk about 3%, I think. Okay, thank you for generally teaching others. I'm really learning a lot from you every day. Allah will bless you. Thank for the live session. Soon I'll join. See you in the inner circle. Why didn't we put a stop loss a little above the trend line? Yeah, this is also a possibility, that the stop loss, that we move the stop loss. Let's make it like that to show you. I didn't do anything. So there is a possibility to make it like 20 pips. In this case, if the price reaches the trend line, it will not get our stop loss hit. But again, I move it on break even for the people that are not watching the live session, so they can be protective, because now if the price started to return, there is a huge possibility that it just breaks the trend line. That's the truth. You can see there are huge volumes for buy. Yeah. Again, if you want to risk it, you can move the stop loss to, let's say, 20 pips. So you can wait for the trend line and to see whether the price will get rejected from the trend line. We are still still in a bullish momentum. It is visible. Your voice is so low. Okay, my microphone is... Okay, my setup will fall. Would you shout again? What? I'm shouting. Can we add sell from here? No. It's not a good idea. So guys, I will have to go in about 5 minutes. So again, have in mind, if you want to risk it, you can move the stop loss to, let's say, 20 pips here. If you don't want to risk it, let's see whether the price is just doing some tests or it will hit our stop loss and break even. Break even to stop loss. What? Break even to stop loss? But there is some huge rejection here. We'll see. But now if the price continue to fall and even break this bottom, this will be very, very good sign that probably it will hit the whole take profit. Any discount coupon? Okay, try this one. I'm not sure if they're out. This is for my personal account, but try to use this promo 20 code for 20% discount. If it's available, it will grant you 20% discount. If not, sorry. Okay. The GXY didn't fulfill the gap. So the price maybe is just going to make third point on the trend line. So again, decide for yourself. I'm not going to move the stop loss in the group. I will let it be hit on break even because it would be stupid to make 40 pips on profit and to tell guys in the group to return the stop loss and get eventually and the stop loss also hit. This will be stupid management from my side. That's why I'm not going to move the stop loss to 20 pips or above the trend line for now. But that doesn't mean that this is a bad idea. So could we re-entry? No. Possible re-entry if the price reaches the trend line and makes some candle, or if it makes some engulfing candle or something red at least. Then if you want, you can make some add-ons, but for now it would be just like gambling. My break-even hit. Okay, if you got your break-even hit, guys, wait and we'll see. If the price gets rejected here, we might enter again. Okay, I'm very close also. let's see, my entry is at 75. Okay. I'm also very close to get out of the trade. So now the bad thing is that I have to go. Now if the price started to reject, I'm going to laugh my ass, because okay, we have a winner. Branimir Videnov. I collect almost 30 pips. Don't be greedy, guys. Guys. Yeah. Probably we should have collect some profit. I didn't collect anything. Okay, I got my break-even hit also. Okay, this morning but let's see. I still think that this setup will turn to be good. Probably, as Muon said, my friend Muon, oh yeah, Kaoyan, you're right. This is a huge rejection, so I don't know, guys. We are super bullish, in a super bullish momentum. Collected 20 pips. Okay, guys, you can still send me some profits. If you manage to close something, send it to me. 5 is started buying, re-enter. 1 hour. Bulgaria. Okay. Can we use on 5-minute breakout strategy you teach us for gold? The pin bar? No. If you're so now there are, okay, before I go, because I have to go, there are two possibilities. One is to see a breakout. We are going to wait for at least 5-minute candle to close above the trend line with a whole candle. Eventually it can make some test, and we could enter into buy positions. Let me check. Why are you don't seeing my chart? Okay, it returned. The other possibility is to see some rejection here again on the trend line. But in both cases, we should wait at least to touch the trend line, because I can show you now. This is playing with me, guys. This is absolutely playing with me. Look, it hit my stop loss. But there are moments like that. So you can see that I'm transparent with you. Collected 35 pips. Guys, send me some profits. Don't be greedy. 26 pips before breakfast. Good way to start the day. Sometimes I think that the problem is in me, because if you trade with me, you know that 90, probably 95% of the trades, yesterday we had a bad trade, but 95% of the trades that I enter made at least 30-40 pips. And I even thought about this. If we just close on 30-40 pips, no matter the return rate, no matter the win and the win ratio or the risk reward, if we just close on 30-40 pips, I think that I am going to be much profitable and much more bigger success rate than now. I might try this with me, I mean, with my account. The 1-2-3 strategy on GOAT on 5 minutes. No. The 1-2-3 strategy works like in situations like this. Okay, let me give you a free lesson in less than 2 minutes. When we have a huge impulse, no matter on the time frame, when we apply Fibonacci, I will upload in the inner circle a video about Fibonacci, watch it, and the price doesn't reach the areas of Fibonacci. That means that this is a shallow retracement. But we want to see, I'm not going to search for an exact example, but we want to see a retracement with many candles and huge candle or some volumes to kick in. I will try to find a moment like that, but I don't think that soon there were something like that I can give you as an example. But we want to see an impulse, a very shallow correction, and from then to see a new impulse on the upper side, breaking the previous high, and we enter a 1-to-1 risk reward trade. 30-40 pips is super. Yeah, there was a time I trade with 1 or 2 watts in every trade. I entered strictly with 1 or 2 watts, and I was looking for 20-30 pips, and it was really profitable, I can tell you. But then I was like, this is not so serious. Most of the times when I collect 20 pips, the price made 100 more, and I was like, I should stick to the money management. I should stick to the whole movement. The current graph on head and shoulders for sale as 1-2-3 example. No. Watch the video again. It's not 1-2-3, man. Maybe now if we see a huge candle here, but no, it's not good. I can try to find you an example, but I don't have much time at this moment. But I think there was on 1 hour, there were some examples. No. Okay, I will, if you can watch it. Guys, I have to go. Yeah, there is a possibility, but the DXY is falling. Let me erase this. It didn't reach the trend line. No. 1-2-3 works in every time frame. You just have to follow the strict rules. Have a nice day. Also, guys, I don't think for now I would wait for it to touch the trend line. I'm going to look at it, but I'm not so sure at this moment it is okay for selling. Wait. In both cases, It is 2 minutes to the round hour, so it's up to you. This might be the test, but this candle is not so good. Maybe if it starts to fall, you may try to enter with some shallow stop right here, and the profit still to be on 58.55. But for now it's not closing well at all, so wait. If it breaks on the upper side, we might enter a risk trade, because the stop should be about 60 pips, the profit 60 pips 1-to-1. I don't know if I'm going to take this trade. If it breaks on the upper side, we'll see. Okay guys, I'm going. If there is anything that I find appropriate, I will write in the inner circle. Bye for now. See you tomorrow.